Hey everybody, this is Erico. So let's talk about Japan and this bear problem that has been going on for years actually, but it's finally coming to a head because something is going on in these rural countryside towns that are in the mountains in Japan, these peaceful places that a lot of the people that live there, they don't worry too much about things going into their house or leaving their doors unlocked or a whole lot of murders and loss of life. However, as of recent weeks, there has been problems with danger coming from the nature life in the wilderness, and this problem has to do with bears. And these bears are intruding on the population of these small towns. Like I previously stated, this is not anything new. But the problem is that it's getting so bad that currently we have on record 12 people have actually passed away in this year alone. And there's been over 100 attacks. So people are wondering, they're like, what is going on with the aggression of these bears? Why are the bears all of a sudden coming down from the mountain, jumping out of the forest, and attacking people? It is getting so bad that the mayor of these said towns has called in a whole troop with trucks and equipment and rifles and traps to get these bears. There are two types of bears. One is bigger than the other, and both bears are causing chaos. So, in the previous years, these bears stayed to themselves, even though they were sighted in the areas where there were people. However, a lot of the food supply was in the areas where the bears were. So, the bears had food supply before they hibernated. They made it. They had bear cubs and everything was great, even though the bears were still kind of low-key creeping down to the populated areas of the townspeople. Now what's going on is the food supply is not like it's supposed to be. You know what's going on with the world and everything, and even with us with like crop and all of that, and people not being able to pick the crop and the crop going bad, and the bears also having problems with getting food. So what do you think these bears are doing?
を当てたところ、
いるいる、来た、降りてきた。うわ、おっきいじゃん。
1頭だけではなく、なんと3頭も木から降りてきました。撮影者によると、体長1、2メートルほどの成獣のクマが1頭と子グマが2頭だったということです。札幌市で目撃されたのは、住宅の塀をよじ登る子グマです。この個体とみられるクマは市内の至る所で目撃されていて、その後ハンターが猟銃2発を発砲し駆除したということです。
They are making their way down the mountain to get some food. They're sniffing and they're looking around and they're finding an old grandma's house and they're like, food in a box. And they're slobbering and the tongue hanging out the top of their mouth, and they end up going inside the house. There is actually footage of these bears going into houses, just being in the middle of the road, being big as day. They big and fat, looking ferocious and scary, and also going into grocery stores as well, and just attacking people. So before, the bears would run away when they would hear noise, and that was kind of like a cure for a while, where a lot of people, they would have like a radio or a stereo where it would play noise and the bear would like "Rrr!" and it would run away. That stopped working. Now, in recent years, you bring out the radio and the boombox and you start playing the music and you thinking, you know, like, oh, the bear gonna run away. The the bear runs towards you now. I shouldn't laugh.
クマの行動で気になるのは都市部での出没です。盛岡市では銀行や大学でクマが目撃されています。先週も中心街にクマが姿を現しました。そもそも人間を怖がる、避けると言われるクマがなぜ街中に現れるのか。
岡玉4号橋の下の用水路をクマが歩いています。
2021年、札幌市の用水路にクマが現れました。このクマは数時間前に住宅街で男女4人を襲撃。クマは人目がつきにくい用水路や河川敷、茂みなどに入り、隠れながら移動する傾向があるといいます。
It's kind of funny, low key. And the people in these towns, they like, the bears used to run away from the noise. Now that they running towards the noise, we got the boombox and the bears like, it's like, ah! Oh my goodness, so it's a problem because it's attacking people. And the bears are just relentless about jumping on people, injuring people, murdering people. In fact, I'm like, we in one of them low budget dollar movies with like the cocaine bear and all that. Like the bears are killing people now. This is getting ridiculous. So they brought in the troops and they're setting up these traps and they're catching these bears. They are ending the lives of these bears. And I know animal activists out there, I know you like, oh my God, leave the bears alone. The bears have done nothing to you. Well, why are you doing this to the bears? But the bears are doing something to the population. And a lot of it is also because there are people that are moving out of these small areas and it is depopulation. So we're getting more of the wildlife in the forest coming in and less people. But there are people that are still living in these areas, whether it's older people or people that have lived there all their lives. There's still, you know, people that are born in the country life and stay in the country life. They don't go to Tokyo or, you know, to a more populated city. They stay there, and so they have to deal with the bears. And a lot of the townspeople are in fear right now, and they're telling people, you know, don't go out after dark, don't go out early in the morning. Those bears will get you. It's not like it was. They're not playing with you. They do not care about a boombox. They do not care about being afraid. When they're hungry, they're hungry. They will take your head off and eat you and keep on going. So this is where they are at. I honestly feel like that this was a problem that was slowly happening in the beginning and that it should have been taken care of before it got too bad. I do think that a lot of the bears are backed into a corner because they don't have food. So what we're getting now is them coming into the area of the humans. And they are desperate, so they're not going to stop. They're just going to keep doing what they do, and the troops are going to keep killing them. And the troops are all armored up and everything. They got the armor on. I still feel like the bears still can sling you around and knock you up against a tree and you dead. Or, you know, somehow get through the armor and still eat you. The bear's a bear. I don't care, like, if I see a bear from miles away I'm running, those bears are fast. And they hit hard and they are merciless, especially when they're trying to survive. I don't play with things like that. I don't play with lions, tigers, wolves, foxes, you know, like all that stuff like that. It's wildlife, and I feel like that it should be controlled and left alone. But this situation with the bears in Japan is that it slowly over time got worse, and now it's getting even worse. And now they're trying to put a band-aid on it and trying to fix it, but it's kind of too late. And now the people that are there, it's like the old woman's coming out of her house with a boombox, and it's like, lady, that doesn't work anymore. Like, the bear's gonna get you. Go back in your house. And then it's like the bear can tear through the houses too. Like, you see how those Japanese houses are made with the screen? The bear tear right through that. The bear will go and tear right through your car too. Really, I mean, it might still get hit and killed, but You know, your car gonna be damaged up. You so you could be all smushed up in the car like this. Like, it's just like, okay. You know, like when you see things happening and you know that it's getting to the point it's going to be bad, you fix it before it gets too bad. And it's like the mayor of these towns and of these areas just all of a sudden like, oh, it's getting really bad, let's bring in the troops. It's been bad though. It's just that it's gotten worse. And now these bears, they're gonna keep coming. They're gonna keep coming, and then there are probably gonna be some of them that will go extinct eventually because these troops are not playing with these bears. They're literally catching them and, you know, killing them because it's just like it's getting to the point where it's like that's all you really can do is to kill them because it's like either we kill them or they kill us. So it's just like, oh, all right, you know, so you know, it's like that. Nature at its finest. This is a mess right here. Like, I would never want to be a tourist, and I'm enjoying the clean air of the countryside and the nice Japanese people because Japanese people in the countryside are so nice. And then all of a sudden it's like, and it's like, ah! I probably have a heart attack. Like, you know, I'm at one of them old corner Japanese stores eating my popsicle or my what is another thing they had? They had what, like the snow ice, and all of a sudden I wish you could make this stuff up. How do y'all feel about this situation? How do you feel about the bears? How do you feel about wildlife intruding on humans? Even though I guess people would say the other way around, that humans are really intruding on the wildlife because the wildlife was technically there first, right? Put below your thoughts. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also a blog, News Asian Pop Culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real, and I will always be back. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know why that outro was so delayed. I must be tired. Anyway, bye.